Hi everyone, it's Raleigh, and today I'm planning my Hobonichi Cousin for the week of September the 8th. It's always nice to be looking at a nice fresh week ahead of you. And this week I'm going to be using the Out of the Woods kit from Coffee Monster Co. I think this is like the third or fourth time I've gotten it. I like the colors, the vibe, the outdoors. And recently, I think these might be new, the bigger doodles and some of the corner pieces. It all kind of ties together. So I thought this would be something nice, bring a little green out. I think I'm going to be heading into a few weeks of very fall-y colors. And this one's also great because it has a coordinating washi with it as well. And since I have the kit, I'm going to use these little strips as little dividers for the day and the number of the day. These are really cute little sets of trees. And now it's time for the days of the week, and I'm going to use numbers this week as well. I got a little thrown off last week a couple times, so I'm going to put numbers down. I think I'm going to use the abbreviated with the paper in the back because I have the days of the week and numbers for both of those. So I think that's what I'm going to use. And then there's lots of little stickers kind of coordinating little bits of deco that go with this kit, so I might just sprinkle those between for a little bit of color, but we'll start by getting these down sort of straight. Okay, so here's how it turned out. I think it looks good. It's missing something, but we'll figure it out. And then I'm going to use a couple of these bigger boxes. The last couple weeks I've been enjoying using kind of more stickers. I had gone through a bit of a phase of, less sticker, more just color with marker. But when I have these kits too, especially the first time I use them, I'll tend to use more of them. And I just love the colors in this. And I mean, look at that little deer. I'm going to put that up there. I don't know why. I just feel the need to put it up there. Yeah, just straighten it out a little bit. I'm going to look. I thought I might have had a September sticker I can put in there. I'll have a look. If not, it might just be a little deco piece. And as I'm looking for icons, oh, do you know what? I just realized I think I have numbers that coordinate with the Out of the Woods. Yes, I do. So I'm debating, do I change it? You know what? I am going to change it. It's not too late. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put these down. This was something else I think that recently came out. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, since we've got it, we're going to go sort of all in on this theme. So I'm just going to take these off and I will reuse them in the future. So I'll just put them in the sticker book for now, and then I'll replace them with the coordinating numbers. I'm glad I realized that now. Get these down. Okay. All fixed up. I just put the last one down. It's a cute little bird. It's adorable. So I think that looks good. And that does give it that little bit of color up top. I think I'm going to put this washi through the middle because I want space up top to write things, but I am going to use kind of section off the bottom space. And before I do that, I'm just checking to see there's some of these stickers are really good, but the bigger ones, like with the koala, but I know I'll want to use this theme again, so maybe I'll save those for that. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna use this. I love it when it's kind of chunkier. So I'm just gonna lay this down. Another one, the washi I almost used, which I just got, is washi that had been on pre-order, I believe, and it kind of reminds me of this a little, but it's more mountains and lakes because it's for BC, which is amazing because that's, partially where I did my trip out west in June. So I'm going to be using it on the pages for that, which I still haven't finished. Part of my excuse was I wanted the washi to come in first. And I almost used it here because some of the colors are similar, but I'm definitely going to try to think of a way to use it in the future. But in the meantime, I like this one a lot. I love the little emojis peeking out from behind the trees and all the different browns. And I like that it's kind of got like a bit of a gray feel, little touch of blue and green as well. Okay, so we're kind of partway there. Just thinking of these little, so these are little corner stickers. Now, I don't know if it throws it off a little because the big washi's in the middle, but we're going to put them down. I think this week it's going to be okay if things are a little off balance. I have a feeling that's the way the week is going to go. Something else, and so something I'm excited for this week was I'm expecting my last couple of orders related to my 2026 planners. So last week I did get an order with my traveler's notebook stuff, and then this week, perhaps even tomorrow, I should be getting, well, this week for sure, I should be getting my cousin, and I got a cover for it as well as some other stickers. Yeah, I'm just going to put a couple of these little things up top. And yeah, so I think I'm pretty well set. I've got to go through my list again. But yeah, I'm going to be using the cousin, a couple of traveler's notebooks. There's one that I've eliminated that I won't be using again next year in travelers. The monthly, because I just don't think I needed the monthly calendar. So I've got that in. The big thing I need or I'm waiting for is the Coffee Monster Co. monthly kits to come out. So I'll get those. And I think there's a couple markers I need to either replace or I like to get a couple more colors. And outside of the main planning things, I just like a little stand-up desk calendar, which usually I'll get kind of maybe in October, November. And I have these lists that I use from a company called Knock Knock, which I already have a couple of them because I inadvertently ordered too many. And I also have a mouse pad that I use at my desk, a mouse pad notepad that I really like, and I love the colors, but they don't make it anymore, also from Knock Knock. So we'll see. I think I'll get a little more use out of it, but that's something else I want to look for. Or I could just get a more regular notepad, but I just like having that one. So progress being made. My goal is hopefully by the end of October to have everything I need. So I put a box up there because I'm going to see actually a comedian on Friday, a British comedian. And got my little garbage emoji, not for the comedian, just for remembering to do it. And I'm going to use this one, the flag, because I need to take my dad to an appointment. And yeah, I'm leaning a little more into the stickers and since I have the full kit. Let's see. It is still throwing me off a little to see those little corner pieces because the scale seems off, but I think this will be exposure to things being not quite centered this week or, scaled. And then a whole bunch of these little stickers come in the kit, so I'm going to use them as well. I'm trying to think the order. You know what? We're just going to go in the order that I'm pulling them off. So we'll get these down. And it is nice. All the colors, of course, coordinate and tie together really nicely. So I put down a few little headers, and then I want to put down another one of these little stickers. I think that's just adorable. The little bear. I'll have to think what I want to write in there. Put a few little deco pieces here and there as I'm going. Yeah, I'm pleased that I have most of my planning stuff, and I have a list of the other little bits that I need to get. You'll have to leave a note in the comments and let me know what you're planning on using and if you're going to be making a change anytime soon, or a change, for next year. Yeah, it's an exciting time, kind of setting everything up. I do tend to kind of, when I find what works, stick with it. So it's the cousin and the travelers is kind of the setup I've had the last few years. I just find that it really works for me and what I need to get done. But we'll see. It could always change in the future. I said this a lot, but there's so many talented designers of planners and planner supplies, and especially stickers, and so many beautiful ways that people put them together. And I would like to explore that a little more, but might need to be something that needs to wait a little bit. But in the meantime, so yeah, I'm just adding a few more of these little pieces here and there. I think this is looking cute. I'm hopeful it's going to be a good week. I'm actually, oh, I got to remember to put a sticker for that too. I primarily work out of home office. However, on Wednesday, I have a meeting, not too far away, but I'm hosting a meeting with a colleague, which I'm looking forward to because it's one of the drawbacks of working out of a home office. Although there's a lot of, Zoom meetings and calling each other, there is something about seeing each other in person and seeing clients too. So it's going to be a good week. Thankfully, the weather's been wonderful as well. It's been sunny, but a little cool, which is fine. But that kind of cool, but then if you're out like in the sun midday, it's warm. And I hadn't drawn a line to separate out the last couple days. Again, trying to, get up my tolerance for not having things the same. But you know what? It's driving me a little bonkers. So I am going to put the line here, and I think on the other side as well. I think having the thick washi in the middle and the little corners is enough of an exposure for me this time. I don't know if you guys find that you just tend to have a way where things look right. And that's kind of how I describe it. When you do things a little differently, it's just that feeling of it's not wrong or bad. It's just that sense that something's a little different. It's almost like when you go to a different country. And so seeing things are similar, but there's like just a little bit of a difference sometimes. So I'm going to start filling this in. I started to fill in and I realized I forgot to put my work sticker, which I usually do more in the beginning. Although I don't always have it in there, but I am going to put it in. So I think I'm going to use that. And then I have the work. I can just put on top with a line. I don't know, I kind of think having this on here sometimes is more just for me, that if I realize that I don't do a whole lot else, I don't feel too bad because at least I've been working. I'll get this down. But I'm looking forward to this being a good month. I will be tomorrow. I think I'll plan to do that tomorrow. Updating or creating a new traveler's notebook. So one of the notebooks I always keep is just one called Notes, where I keep kind of lists and things that are ongoing. So I'm going to be setting up a new one, and I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be good. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's any other big things missing. I don't think there are. So I'm just going to march on. I'm going to try and fill in more ahead of time, more of what I intend to do, and we'll see how that goes. Here we are. So I have indeed filled in more of what I intend to do, which sometimes I'm a little shy about or hesitant about because I don't want to disappoint myself, but I think I've been pretty reasonable. And I've got a few things listed along the bottom as well. So this is often what it looks like kind of the day after I start using it, after you guys have seen the initial setup. But here also, so here's a look at how last week turned out. So, I mean, it's slightly different, but kind of a similar vibe with lots of little stickers and things. And here's, the last vertical. It's funny when you look at the different, a few weeks ago I was doing more just color. So yeah, it's interesting to see how things go. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon.